Good afternoon, everybody. I am Rob Murray from Pierce Group Benefits out of Holly Springs, North Carolina. We handle Bladen County Schools employee benefits. We have been handling them for years, and so we hope that everything's been going well with them. I'm here today to answer questions, get everybody enrolled, help everybody with claims or anything that you've had over the years. I am personally from Charleston, South Carolina, born and raised. I've been in the insurance business about 13 to 15 years, depending. So, you know, I'm very knowledgeable at what's going on. Everything changes year to year. So please don't think you can't reach out to me and ask me questions anytime or any things come up of that nature concerning any of your insurance, FSAs, and so forth, like you explained earlier. Okay. Pierce Group has done a personal website for all Bladen County school employees. It's going to have all your benefits and information regarding it. And I'm going to start with that today. All right. With the benefits that are available to y'all, you're going to have a QR code. That QR code right there, if you hover with your camera over it, it's going to bring up the entire benefit booklet for y'all. About 100 pages, so it goes into detail about everything that's available to you. You will also be getting this sent via email, but y'all can go ahead and look at it now if you want to. Y'all's enrollment period, all right? This is very important. It runs from September 11th to December 1st, meaning that any and all changes we do for next year need to be completed before December 1st. So adding kids, taking kids off, adding spouses, different things you want to change, we need to make sure those are done before December 1st. All right? Your plan year always runs from January 1st to December 31st. So any changes we make, any stuff we do during enrollment this year will not go into effect until January 1st. Right? But also, the December 31st is a big date as well, and I'll go into that a little bit when it comes to different products. But just remember that December 31st is the last day of your plan year every year. Different types of benefits for y'all. All right? Pre-tax and post-tax. Right? Quite simply, it's like this. Pre-tax allows us to take money out of your paycheck before taxes, meaning we're reducing your taxable income. So you're paying less taxes per year by getting some of these benefits, such as flex spending, such as the accident plan, dental and vision, your cancer coverage, the medical bridge, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. All of those are going to be pre-tax benefits. The benefits that pay out larger amounts, you want to do those post-tax because of the fact you'd rather have them taken out of your paycheck a little bit at a time than have the big amount that you get, such as disability or a life insurance policy or something like that, to have that taxed on the back end. So we're going to tax a little bit at a time on the front end, not to tax that big amount on the back end. So your post-tax benefits, whatever amount it says you'll receive, is the true amount. So if you're supposed to receive $1,700 a month in disability, it's a post-tax benefit. $1,700 is what you'll receive. So it will not be taxed. How to enroll. Two different ways to enroll. You can either enroll online or you can enroll with me one-on-one. I'm here, I'll be here in the community all week. So it's something where if we need to make it happen now, we can make it happen now. We can do it the next day, whatever's convenient for y'all. All right. That is what I want to do to make sure I'm available. Also, you yourself can go online and self-enroll. The only problem with that is you're responsible for any changes. You're responsible for any oops. Right? So please make sure that you make time to sit down with me and we go over everything. Dental insurance. Y'all's dental plan this year covers 100% of your preventative stuff. So your once a year exam is going to be covered at 100%. Bite wings, x-rays, cleanings, all that kind of stuff, we're going to cover 100%. Your basic services such as fillings, root canals, simple tooth extractions and so forth, we're going to cover 80% up to your yearly max of $1,000 a year. So you'll have $1,000 a year to utilize towards any of those basic services. Also your major services, crowns, dentures, root planing, and different things like that, you're going to have $1,000. So you have $1,000 a year we'll cover different percentages of. Once you hit that yearly max, then you'll have to work out something with the dental office, but that's what will help out up to $1,000 a year. There's also a $1,500 a year, $1,500 ortho max. That's lifetime max. So braces, anything like that, you can utilize $1,500 towards kids' braces and so forth. Vision plan. The vision plan is a great one. Your once a year checkup is $10. You hear that?
I'll pay 10.
Once a year is $10.
I'll pay $10.
All right, and then your material copay is going to be $10 too. That's to get them new glasses.
I just got some.
All right, that gets you your new lens. Then we're going to give you a credit of $150 for either contacts or frames. So you're going to have the choice to pick out contacts or frames, and you'll get a $150 allowance in that store to pick out that kind of stuff. All right.
I just got one too.
Lenses can get replaced every 12 months. So you can get new lenses every 12 months if you need it.
So I can get another set of frames for 2 years, right?
Frames are every 2 years.
Okay.
When's the last time you got frames?
I just got them.
You just got new frames, right? But your lenses can be swapped out every year if you need it.
Okay.
So if your eyes are getting bad.
Getting.
So just remember that. Or if you want to do contacts, you're going to have a $25 copay on your contact fitting. Okay. What I do personally is I wear both. So I'll get a new pair of glasses every 2 to 3 years, and in between I do contacts. Just because sometimes I like to wear sunglasses and different things like that. So I'll get contacts for
So
that.
I got transitions.
Yes.
I love my transitions.
I tried transitions too. They just didn't work for me.
I love them. They've got different kinds, different ways that they do it. So
Yeah,
that it,
I probably need to try it
fits your
again.
needs. I know they've recently added new technology that you can choose from now.
Yeah, I probably need to try it again because I'm in the sun a lot. All right, just what y'all ask about, flex spending. Right. Flex spending allows us to take money out of your paycheck pre-tax, there again, put it on a card, a debit card that you use throughout the year to help with medical expenses. Okay. Doctor visits, prescriptions, dental visits, vision benefits. If those glasses are over $150 that you want, you can use your flex spending card to pay the balance.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So it's good to utilize. Also cold medicines, different things like that qualify as well.
There's qualify.
Yes. All right. This goes in and it shows you your yearly max is $3,050. So that's the yearly max that we can do. How that's done is you take whatever amount that we decide on, gross, and it's divided by your number of pay periods throughout the year that is deducted out of your paycheck. But we can max it out at $3,050. But remember, this is what I was talking about, that December 31st date being so important. FSA, flexible spending accounts, are use it or lose it benefits. So we need to make sure that we get our account back to zero before the 31st. Because if not, that money's wiped out. So kind of figure out on the conservative side of what you think you'll spend on a year and kind of lean towards that. If you've got some stuff left, there's also an FSA store that you can go to that you can buy Band-Aids, cold medicine, probably the machine, all the different things. There's different things you can buy throughout the year to help utilize that cost and get that plan down to zero. Next is going to be dependent child care or dependent care. What that is if you have children in daycare, after school programs, summer camps, different things like that, or elder care, companies that have federal tax ID numbers and qualify, you can use money pre-tax to pay for that kind of stuff. So if you do Kaleidoscope, if you do summer camps, if you do different things throughout the year, you can utilize pre-tax money to pay for that kind of stuff. Now with that, you have a $5,000 a year yearly max. Same type of thing, use it or lose it. So December 31st is that big date again. Long-term disability. This is one of the new plans that we are very excited about. We're able to offer you not only short-term disability, but long-term disability. Long-term disability is going to start off on the 91st day of you being out and cover you for up to 5 years. Right? We can cover anywhere from $500 to $2,500 a month. That's what qualifies, and then cover you from that 91st day out. It's also going to be, the premiums are the same regardless of age. So it doesn't matter age on that. Yes?
How much do we pay into that for long-term disability?
It would depend on how much we get. So it's $100 increments. So 1,000, 1,500, it just depends on how much we insure. And that's something the graph will show us whenever we sit down. It'll show us exactly what it would be. Teladoc. Love this plan. Allows you to sit on your couch at home, call a doctor, FaceTime a doctor, Skype a doctor. If you've got a cold, you've got a sore throat, you've got something in the yard, you got poison ivy, different things like that, you can actually Teladoc somebody, a doctor or an RN. They can call you in a prescription. You can leave your couch, go to the pharmacy, back to your couch. Don't have to go sit in the doctor's office for 2 or 3 hours with 15 other sick people. So, very good program. Also, any type of loan forgiveness, student loan forgiveness programs. Yourself, you got kids that have student loans. This gives you a free 30-minute session with an advisor. Tell them what you got going on. Tell them the different programs that you're on currently. They can look at your plans and they can see whether you qualify for loan forgiveness or refinance, anything like that. It is a free service. So you get to talk to them for 30 minutes. They make sure that there's a program out there for you. They put you in it. It's just an advisory program. There's no strings or anything like that. If you got something going on, call them, give it a shot, see if they can help you. All of our benefits come with wellness benefits attached to them, meaning that your once a year checkup with an OBGYN or your normal doctor with a blood draw for lipid panel, glucose check for blood sugar, different things like that, that qualifies you for a wellness benefit to be paid back to you, depending on which plan you have.
Oh,
Hey,
the
my
one you
money.
paid for yesterday.
Yes. So it's a situation where each and every plan you have has wellness benefits built in.
Isn't it $100?
It is. That's what I was getting ready to get into. There's a couple different ways that you can file those benefits. You can either call the 1-800 number, give them the date you had it, what you had done, send in a copy. Or you can go online, or you can fax it or email it in. If you go online to do it, you'll be able to actually get a lot more access. That is your individual policy holder portal. So it'll bring up your plans, it'll bring up who's covered. If you need to change a beneficiary, you can do it on there. If you need to file your wellness claim, you can do it on there. It is a very, very good information gathering site that shows you everything you need to know about current plans you have and what they cover. Also, you can go to Express. It'll ask you to Express claims. It'll ask you to put in your routing and account number. Normally within 24 hours, 48 hours at the most, that money's in your account. It is quick. Not to mention, if you have some other type, if you have an accident policy, a cancer claim, you can follow the process. We've received it. We're reviewing it. We've dispersed funds. So you know kind of all the way through how it's done. This website allows you to do that. It's just coloniallife.com. Coloniallife.com, upper right-hand corner, it says register. That's what you're going to do the first time you go there. One of the big benefits we cover, cancer benefits. Right? Cancer benefits are structured a couple different ways. The way it's covered right now is you have a two-pronged benefit, meaning that there's an initial diagnosis benefit and then benefits that start paying once your course of action is decided. So upon diagnosis, you're going to get a lump sum check of anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000. Then once your course of action starts, whether it's chemo, radiation, bone marrow, blood transfusion, hospitalization, surgery, different things like that, it's going to start paying you throughout the entire process. Whether it's a 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, it pays along and along and along.
And those payments just get turned back around to pay for
It
things like
gets
co-pays.
gets paid directly to you. So regardless of what your out of pocket is, these payments are paid to you. Accident policy, our most claimed against policy with Colonial Life. Any and everything that's an accident, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, on or off the job, doesn't matter. One of those situations where you cut your hand cutting a tomato, you step in a hole in the yard, you get in a car wreck, anything like that were to happen, hit a deer, there you go, anything like that.
Arm. No, I'm just kidding.
I done hit a deer and I cut my finger cutting a tomato.
There you go, that's perfect.
And I burnt my neighbor's arm.
There you go.
I tell
Well,
you
see?
what. I could have got paid for all that.
All of it, every bit of it, every bit of it.
When can I see about all my benefits?
We can make that happen. But that's what the accident policy is, and that's why it's our most claimed against policy.
I have the accident policy because he told me if I trip down the steps at my house, I'm covered.
That's correct. It doesn't matter when it happens, where it happens. It is a great, great coverage. Extremely affordable. Cover
need
yourself. You can cover family members if you got kids that play sports. If you got stuff like
What they
that, ride
grown
dirt
kids?
bikes up to the age of 26.
I do have a question.
I can put my child on
You
She's
said you
30.
can put your spouse on your medical insurance.
I can put
I'm
mine
not
on.
married. Can I put my partner on the accident benefits?
Yes.
Yes?
If it's your domestic partner, if
Yeah.
y'all cohabitate, share bills, all that kind of stuff, yes.
Ooh,
I'm
gonna look
upset.
into that.
All right.
Can I put my grandkids on?
Next, this is the other one I was talking about, Medical Bridge. The Medical Bridge is called gap coverage, hospital confinement coverage. It is a great, great benefit in that it helps the very first day you're hospitalized. It's going to pay you a lump sum benefit the very first day you're hospitalized to help buy down your deductible. Also, if you have to have outpatient procedures, there's benefits depending on the type of outpatient procedure you have to buy down your deductible immediately.
Like if you need to stitch up your tomato cut.
That's correct. Also with that, there's a medical treatment package that helps with doctor visits. It's going to pay you $25 back for up to 5 doctor visits a year. That's going to
I
help
just
with
went to the
copays.
doctor.
That's going to help
I
with
just
your,
went yesterday.
that's going to help with your copays.
I just went to the
Okay.
doctor.
So that'll help.
I could've
Also,
got
the
$25.
diagnostic stuff you have done. Mammograms,
I go
colonoscopies,
every
different
3
things that
months
you
to
have to
go.
get done throughout the year. That medical bridge is going to step in and help supplement the out-of-pocket costs for those as well. So that's why a lot of people call it gap coverage, because it fills that gap in your out-of-pocket stuff. Guaranteed issue this year, meaning no health or underwriting. And it also has a built-in wellness benefit of $100 as well. So if you have multiple plans with wellness benefits involved, each
finna
of those
get
plans
paid.
are going to pay a wellness benefit. Disability, quite simply, income protection plan. Accident, illness, surgery, anything that's going to put you out of work, anything a doctor says you can't work for the next 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks, all the way up to a year. This disability plan is going to help supplement your income while you're out of work. Yep. That is new this year. They have an adoption benefit new this year, and they also added benefits for mental and nervous conditions.
Ooh,
There again, guaranteed issue. This is the year if you want to get that kind of stuff. All these benefits that you say GI above, there's not going to be any underwriting involved. All right. There will and always will be with the plans a 12-month look back for pre-existing. So if we've got something that, like if 2 months ago you saw a doctor and the doctor says you got to have surgery January 1st, unfortunately that's not going to be covered because that's going to be a pre-existing condition. Now if it's something that happens after January 1st, brand new, you're covered. But anything kind of pre-existing for that 12 from now to 12 months ago, they are going to do a look back and make sure that it wasn't something that was scheduled prior and that you needed it now. So just be aware of that, of the pre-existing clause. Guaranteed issue doesn't mean fully covered. It just means there's no health questions or underwriting. We're still going to do a 12-month look back for any pre-existing stuff. Critical illness, that's the other side of the coin. Guaranteed issue has another $100 wellness benefit built into it. That's going to be heart attack, stroke, organ failure, end-stage renal failure, blindness, paralysis, all that kind of stuff. If you got that stuff going on or you got a family history of it, this is a great plan. It pays you a lump sum benefit direct to you if something catastrophic happens. You have a $15,000 critical illness policy, you have a stroke, heart attack, something like that, they're going to cut you a check for $15,000. That's going to allow you to pay whatever benefits you need to pay. That's going to allow you to pay whatever bills you need to. Whether it's a light bill, whether it's a hut out in Arizona that you want to go to, it doesn't matter. Life insurance, this is where we'll kind of conclude things. Different kinds of life insurance. You have the group plan through the school district that's available to you, that you can cover yourself, spouse, kids, and so forth. You also are going to have an individual plan that you can do for yourself anywhere on the term side, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. The individual plan is something that you can customize to your need. You make sure that you're covered the way you need to be covered, and it's yours. Whether you're working here, not working here, it doesn't matter. It's 100% portable. Term life, you want to look at kids, house, spouse, different things like that. If something were to happen to you, what do we need to do? What do I need to make sure is taken care of in the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years? The next one and last one I'm going to talk about is whole life. Whole life is insurance for you. Whole life covers you until you're 100 years old. Whole life is rate locked, meaning whatever rate we look at today, that's the rate it will be for the entirety of the policy. Whole life is face amount locked, meaning if you look at a $20,000, $30,000, from today, or excuse me, January 1st of 2024 until you're 100, you have that face amount. Also with whole life, a portion of your premium that you're paying into every month goes into a cash account that grows over time. At a certain point, that policy can start paying for itself if you want to. Or that policy, the cash amount will stack on top of the face amount and go to your beneficiary when you pass.
Is that just y'all, or
That's whole life in general.
is that any life insurance?
No. That's just the whole life.
Oh, no, I'm talking about any insurance company.
No, different insurance companies have different riders and different ways of
Okay.
doing
But you
things.
said this one's portable, so if we
That is
leave the
correct.
county,
That
we
is correct.
carry it with us no
That
matter
is
where we
correct.
go.
Same price, same coverage, same everything. Doesn't matter. 100% portable. Price is locked. Coverage amount's locked. Always, you get guarantees with whole life. Guaranteed the price will never change. Guaranteed the policy's always worth the face amount. And guaranteed to accrue cash value. That's just the guarantees you get with whole life. Also, you see guaranteed issue there again with both of the individual products, meaning there's no underwriting. So a great time to add some life insurance if you don't have any. Definitely at some point look at whole life, because that is a game changer. If you've got longevity in your lifeline, in your family tree, whole life's the one that's going to pay you if you're 85, 90 years old, 95 years old.
Can we, now if we want to get the life insurance for you the whole life,
Yes,
if I didn't want to get it on myself, can I get it on my kids and my
you can.
grandkids?
Absolutely. You can add juvenile whole life policies. You can do all that kind of stuff.
Can I get it from my boyfriend's parents?
No, they have to be immediate.
They will be friends.
Right, once you're married, yes.
Okay.
Once that happens, and that's called a life-changing event, then that qualifies you to reopen your enrollment, and then at that point we can go in and do that. All right, I went over the benefits of life insurance, all the different things we talked about. Also, if throughout the year you have questions, things pop up, oh, I can't remember what Rob said, you can always go to piercegroupbenefits.com, type in Bladen County Schools or Bladen. This whole presentation, everything, your benefit guidebook pops up. Also on this website, there's going to be a live chat that pops up in the corner and says, hey, can I help you? You got a question. All of your benefits, detailed information and everything is on this website, piercegroupbenefits.com/Bladen County Schools. So you have access to that the entire year. Last, that's that QR code that I showed you at the beginning that goes over everything and shows you the benefit guidebook that I was just talking about. All right. Thank you for letting me take the time today. Thank you for allowing me to go over everything. I know you ladies are busy and got a lot of things to wrap up, but I'm here. I want to answer questions for you, and we can also sit down and go over your packages whenever you like. Thank you.
Thank you.